It's time for the Healthy Aging Radio Show, heard every Thursday at 12 noon on WQBQ 1410 AM and 95.1 FM. We are here to answer your aging questions pertaining to diet, health, and nutrition. Call now at 352-315-1410. Brought to you by Lake Nutrition Center, located in La Plaza Grand South, up in the Villages. Now here's Barbara, the owner of Lake Nutrition.
Here's Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
How are you?
Maybe I'll get the nickname like, here's Johnny. Yeah.
You're hung up on the nicknames. Here's BJ.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
No, you don't like that? Well, that's what I read on the sheet of paper.
Yeah,
So.
we need a show nickname. Yeah.
All right, so the audience can call in and give you a nickname. There's Aunt Gina, there's Uncle Russ.
Right, Cousin Jonathan. Mohawk.
Yeah, Mohawk.
Snowman.
Wolfman, Snowman.
Yeah.
Red Man.
I want a nickname.
All right, so all of our listeners, she wants a nickname.
I'm going to pout here now until I get a nickname.
No, you're not.
So Happy New Year! Look, we said that at the same time. How great is that? Happy New Year! Happy Christmas. Like, we haven't seen each other, so this is awesome.
No, first time all year.
Yeah. So, did you have a great everything?
Of course I did. I went to Kentucky and I got to see snow and we came back home.
Good. And you didn't bring that with you. Although I don't know what you brought. Did you bring the rain?
No. It was rainy when I left, and when I was up there it was almost the same temperature here as it was up there. It was cold.
Yeah, so I went to go see my family too. I haven't seen my brother or sister in 5.5 years. And boy, that was just the best ever. And I'm not going to let 5.5 years go by again, but, ridiculous COVID and all the nonsense that happened, it just was bad. I mean, so it was amazing to see them, and it's always so hard when you're back, but we're back. This is, you do what you have to do, but I miss my family. I love my family. My sister got me this great sweater, and it's so nice and soft, and I love it so much. So, I want to just say before we start, like a shout out to Gina. Gina has a nickname.
Gina.
Does she have a nickname?
Gina Bina.
Gina Bina. Because she stopped by the store while I was gone. I never left the store in 2.5 years, and now all of a sudden Gina stopped by. I wasn't there. I feel so bad. And she left me a nice little Christmas gift, which I appreciate so much. She left me a gift certificate from the morning auction show. I'm not quite sure if it was one that she left out of kindness or she stole from me. I don't know. It could have been either. It could have been either, yeah. I'm going to think it was out of kindness and not that she's like, I just stole that.
She's not one that likes limelight, but she is a precious young lady.
Oh my goodness, yes.
She always delivers us cookies, and she made me fudge for Christmas.
Yeah, that fudge looked good. I didn't have it, but it looked good.
Yeah, I didn't share that with you, did I?
No.
And then, she was one of the lucky participants to win money out of the $4,500 Christmas gift.
Right.
And she wrote us a real nice card thanking the sponsors.
Aww. And she's
it was
precious.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And we just gave away the last $125.
Oh, how wonderful.
The lady had been out of town, and she said, I just got back. And I'm like, well, let's take your picture. And
now
I can do the final post to thank everybody for that.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Speaking of posts, all of these radio shows that you and I do are posted on YouTube under the name Ageless Ways, Endless Days. We're going to start kicking off 2024 thinking ageless, thinking that we will just continue to not think about an end date or an expiration. Many people come in the store and they say things like, well, I'm already 85 or I'm already 90. And basically what they're saying is I've kind of checked out. I don't care how I feel, but we do not know what the expiration date is, and we could keep going, past 100. So it's how do you want to feel when you keep going? Do you want to be, bent over and in pain all day, or do you want to just keep aging? I had a 90-something-year-old come to my store a couple months back, and she was dancing in the store. So how is it that you want to look? So start to think about 2024 as, your time to turn this around. Very little needs to be done to turn your body around. So I tell you that now, and that is the truth. Very little. Just do something. go back and listen to these YouTube videos. And be sure to like and subscribe because we are able to get them out to more people when that happens. So I would really appreciate that.
And it's called
Ageless Ways, Endless Days, because that's what they are. And living in Florida, every day seems endless. Beautiful, sunny, great weather. So we want to be able to enjoy all of that. But I will tell you that I am not a doctor. We will start there. But I will tell you that I am like the rest of the listeners out there. So many of you think just because I own a health food store and I am a nutrition coach and I'm getting my master's in gerontology that I eat pristinely and exercise every day. And all of that is just not true. This Christmas, and I was with my family, oh my gosh. And when you're at a hotel, it is even harder to figure out your food choices. And even though I did 4 shows on what to do during the holidays and how to get through them, I found myself eating cake first thing in the morning because the hotel delivered it to the room. And I'm like, oh, cake, this sounds like a great idea. Well, you know what? 5 pounds later, this is not a great idea. Cake at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, not a good idea. Just not a good idea. But that was me, and now things have to change. I will say, too, that I've gone through waves of exercise in my life, times where I've been so committed, personal trainer, and all of that years in a row to not doing anything for the last 2 years because I've been so focused on the store. Once I went back to school, that was it. So I am back exercising first thing in the morning, each morning. And some of the things you could think about is look at some of these YouTube videos. That's what I've been doing. I don't have a lot of equipment at home. I have a few dumbbells, but you could find videos.
You're full of dumbbells.
Yes, that too. Well, we could talk about that in a few minutes. But you could find videos on YouTube for any kind of exercise level at any kind of age level. So be sure that when you're finding these videos that they're all age appropriate. So I'm going to work with you guys this year to try and get my body in the shape that it should be so that I could be ageless along with you. But it is a struggle, and part of that struggle is to retrain the brain. All of the issues of eating and obesity and wanting to just continue to eat all day, which I do want to do, comes from the brain. So we need to retrain the brain. Now that my brain had cake for 4 days straight at 7 in the morning, it still wants cake in the morning.
I don't know if I would admit that.
Well, I just did. Look, I am who I am. You get honesty from me. I own a health food store, and that's why I own it. It keeps me in check. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in check. I have to, look at the part. But you really need to stay in that part of just making this a commitment to yourself and to your brain to change it around. So I find myself waking up these last few days, and by 7 o'clock, I'm hungry. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Why am I hungry? I'm usually not hungry in the morning, but I've been hungry. So I started practicing again intermittent fasting, which is usually like 15, 16 hours you don't eat, and then for 7 or 8 hours you do eat. So
I intermittent fast from 9 o'clock at night until 7 in the morning.
Right, till you sleep and wake up. Yeah.
Right.
And is it cake in the morning?
No.
No.
I'm not super big on cake anymore.
That's
I like
good.
my brownies,
Yeah.
and our listeners really, really loved us Christmas time.
Oh, yeah, I bet. They're probably very good bakers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we just got another package in the mail.
Did you? Oh, how nice. Edible arrangements?
It was. One of our wonderful listeners sent us a little bit of love.
Oh, gosh.
But I haven't eaten anything yet. But you just did see me take all my vitamins.
I did see you take all your vitamins, yes.
I even tried to share.
You even tried to share, and I'm like, I don't want that stuff. I've been taking stuff all day long. That's important too that you bring up, which is sharing vitamins, sharing things, because what's good for you, and you're a man and a different size than I am, is not necessarily.
Fat joke?
It's not a fat joke. But if you want me to start making fat jokes, I'll start.
My bubble's in the middle, so go ahead.
You know, what's good about the store and why people come into the store is because you get that personalized service about what is good for you.
Right.
And it's so frustrating when people come in and they'll ask for something. I want berberine. Well, why? Well, my neighbor told me I should take it. Why? I don't know. My neighbor told me. And nice of your neighbor to want you to take berberine, but if you don't understand why you're taking something, and this is for your doctor's office too, ask the questions. Why am I taking it? What is it going to do? How long do I need to be on it? Nobody ever asks that question.
Right.
Ask how long you need to be on something. Even in the supplement world, I am always switching out and switching up what I'm taking depending on what my body is looking for. Some of the things that I take are high in vitamin D, so I want to make sure that I'm not taking just vitamin D because I have that in other supplements. So you have to watch what you're taking, how long you're taking those things, and if they're right for you. We have many vitamins which are for age appropriate, right? Under 55, over 55, women, men, vegan, plant-based, whole food based, which are nice. The whole food based have all of your greens in there and your vegetables and your fruits. So all of that, different types of vitamins. If you're not a good eater, go with the plant-based, whole food based. If you're a good eater but you're older and you need those vitamins, a good multivitamin is good. We have with iron or without iron. These are all choices that you're making personally, not collectively, like the neighborhood is now going to be on, a vitamin with iron, because not everybody needs that. So you want to make sure that you just personally get that. There's also be careful too about what you're getting online, because what you're getting online isn't going to be directly equate to your body. Maybe next week I'll bring in the study that now is a brand. NOW is a brand of vitamins. They're very good. They're on the lower end. They're at a great price point. We have them in the store. But they just did a study of berberine, and they pulled, I think, like 30 different berberines off of Amazon, Walmart shop, and the rest of them. And they studied them out. They sent them to a third party to analyze the content. And what they ended up finding out is that the labels of these are don't say what they really have in them.
Right.
Some of them say that there were 750 milligrams of berberine and it had 0 berberine in there.
Wow.
Berberine is a bright yellow, mustardy color. If you're opening a bottle and it doesn't look like that herb, then there's an issue there. So you have to start to really take control and don't let other people control your health. And we'll talk about some of those things as we move on into the next segment. Boy, that went really fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I missed a week and I just have so much to say. So we'll be back.
Right after
Call
these
us,
messages.
352-315-1410.